Hi guys, it's Tessa. I hope you're doing good today. So in today's video I'm going to be decorating my dreadlocks. So what I'm going to be using to decorate my dreadlocks is some coloured threads of your choice and some dread beads. Now I'm using these plastic ones that have little flowers on and also some little metal ones. So first I'm just going to tie the rest of my loose hair out the way. Okay, so I was thinking of just putting some different coloured threads around a couple dreads and then put some beads on. I also like to use a 0.75 of a millimeter crochet hook just to put in those little loose hairs on the dreadlocks as well. Okay, so I'm going to do this one first. So taking some coloured thread, I'm going to use purple, almost as if you were doing a hair braid, like a hair wrap, but around the dread. I'm just going to knot the thread at the base of the dreadlock and then wrap the thread around. Then when you get to the bottom of the dreadlock, you just tie a knot in the thread around the dread to hold it in place. So with the other piece of thread, you just want to wrap it around the dread in the opposite direction, so you create a crossover effect. When I get to the bottom of the dreadlock, I just tie a knot with those two threads to secure it in place. And then cut off the excess thread. So we have something like this. So I'm going to just wrap a couple more of my dreads with the coloured threads. So we have some random different colours. And now I'm going to wrap one of my dreads with some turquoise thread. So I'm just going to take a hair clip and tie the loose hairs so we don't get them caught in the thread. So if you have any fuzzy hairs on your dread that you don't want, then take the crochet hook and just thread those fuzzy hairs in the dreadlock. Okay, so just going to start wrapping the thread around the dreadlock. Now you don't want to tie too tight around the dread, because when you remove the thread it will leave your dreadlock with lots of kinks inside, so try not to do it too tight. So once at the bottom, just tie a little knot in the thread around the dread. And then take the other piece of thread and then wrap in the opposite direction so they cross over. Now I have two wrapped dreadlocks with two different colours. So this dread I'm going to wrap with the pink. Okay, so I have these dreadlocks that have been wrapped and the pink one. Now I'm going to put on some beads. So I've just spotted a fuzzy dread, so I'm just going to take my crochet hook and thread all the loose hairs into the dread. So I'm just going to take the bead and thread it onto the end of the dread and just slide it through. I'm going to put a few of these plastic flower beads on the dreads. Ooh, pretty. So I'm just going to put it as high as it will go so it won't come off. So you want to be careful when you put beads on your dreadlocks. If your dreadlocks aren't fully matured or they're quite new, then the bead can actually create a weak spot in the dread and it can become very flimsy, and if you're not careful it can actually break off. So be very careful when you put beads on your dread. Make sure they are mature enough, make sure they're not soft in places, because where that bead will be, it will make a weak spot and it could make your dreads quite bumpy. So I'm just putting them on the dreadlocks that I had at the very beginning. So I know the dreads at the top here, they're a little bit newer, so they're a little bit more fuzzy, but you can tell the difference because when you fill the dreadlock, it feels a lot more compact. So I'm only gonna put those beads on the more mature ones. Now we have some beads and thread. I'm going to put some metal beads on my hair now. There we go, so now we have some beads, got some wraps in there. So we've got some wrap dreads and we've got some beaded dreads. So I think I'm happy with how it looks now. There we go, nice and jazzy. Oh, I love how they look. They look so cute. So there we go guys, that was the decorating my dreadlocks. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, go subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye guys!